Okay, let's learn Steve Perry's Foolish Heart. Really cool tune, but challenging, especially if you're going to sing it. Now I'm going to teach it to you in the original key, which is the key of B, and then also the key I sing it in, a full 2 steps lower in the key of G. That'll give you at least some options, depending if you want to be a soloist or a performer and use this song. So let's get to it. Come on. So the intro and the verse begins with an E major 7 sus2 going to an F sharp 7 over E, E add 9 to back to the F sharp 7 over E. And that combination is played twice in the intro and then twice in the verse. So this would be more up to tempo. And you notice I'm hitting the chords on beats 1 and the and beat of beat 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay? From that it goes to this chord, which you could call it a B11 with a G sharp, or you could call it an A major 9 over B rather, to a B9, and then a G sharp minor 7. Another G sharp minor 7 form, but I'm taking the 5th out and emphasizing this 4th, so you might call it a G minor 7, no 5th. Back to a G sharp minor 7. So you can play that again or play it up here, the G sharp minor 7, and then a C sharp 7, which you can play here. You can play it like this. You can play a 9th, whatever suits you, and then an E over F sharp. So let me play all those together in context of what the verse would sound like. Okay, and there's the verse. The chorus goes from an E major 7 sus2, the same first chord as the verse, and then it goes to an F sharp over A sharp. So you could play it like here with this root, sort of make like a minor 7 form, and then use your first finger to cover that, and only play the 6th and the 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st strings. You can do it that way. You could do it down here like this. Those are all options. And then it goes to a B. So I'm going to play up here the chorus, and you play that 3 times. Foolish heart, heed my warning before then back to the G sharp minor, you've been wrong, to the C sharp 7 before, to the E over F sharp, don't be wrong anymore. Okay, and that's the song. Now let me show it to you in the key in which I sing it, which is the key of G, which starts off with a C major 7 sus2. And this is how I'd play it. The next chord would be a D over C. You can play it like this, where you're fretting a D, not playing the 4th string, and then playing the C with your thumb and only plucking the 5th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st string. You can do that. If you want to play all 5 strings, you could play it like this. Or you can do that and add your little finger here. Whatever way works for you. This is a much harder form than just playing a C or a D and a C bass. And then you want to go to a C add 9 and back to that D over C. So that would sound like this. there, you want to go to an F major 7 over G. And I'm actually playing the top 4 strings and the 6th string. And then I go to like a G7 sus2 chord here. So I'm only now playing the 6th, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd frets, or strings. Okay. Then an E minor 7. And then you've got that E minor 7, no 5th, to an E minor 7. Again, I'll play it here. And the A7. And then a C over D. So I'm playing a C chord, but I'm making sure I play this D bass. Now let me play all that together in context. And that's the verse. The chorus is going to be, again, that C major 7 sus2. And then you're going to go to a D over F sharp. You can play that like a D and add an F sharp. Or you can play it sort of like you're playing a B minor 7. Have this finger go all the way up to hit the F sharp. Maybe even do your thumb. However you want to play that. And then a G. So the chorus, remember, you play that 3 times. E minor 7, A7, C over D. And that's it. So those are 2 different keys in which you can play this song. And then, you know, if you play like the one I play, but you actually sing it a step higher, just take a capo and put it on the 2nd fret. You're playing it in A. Okay, so let me go then to the last part, and that is there's a sort of a little interlude where the piano player is, you know, playing all these nice little things, and Steve is saying foolish and words like that. And you've got this bass player thumping on every beat. So 3 things happening in that interlude. You've got that bass, it's in C, or I'm playing a C chord, so that's what the bass is playing. Then you've got the chords, or and then you also have like this little solo part going on. So one way you can do it is you can just play the chords while you're hitting the C bass. And remember, the chords are on beat 1 and then the and beat of beat 2. So let me show you how I do that. I'm going to do it slow. So my thumb is just constantly hitting this beat while I hit the chords on the proper beats. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and that's one way you can play that middle section. You can do that if you like. Or you can just take a C form and try your best to mimic sort of the little melody where you're gonna descend and then ascend and hopefully crescendo in that 16 bar section to create some interest for the listener. To the chorus, or so that is an example where you're basically just moving through the G major scale while you're still playing that C. So that's Steve Perry's Foolish Heart. I think you can play it in either key. Thanks for swinging by. We'll see you next time.